Hello everyone, Dustin Zahner with Creating the Difference. Each company has a bowling ball motion expertise, and a lot has changed in the last couple of years. So let's dive right in. In 2018, we released this graphic detailing each Coverstock expertise by ball company. And if we work from left to right, the brands of Brunswick at the time, which was Brunswick, Deviate, and Radical, were very, very good at creating traction bowling balls. Now, if we look at the yellow circle, which is Ebonite, Columbia 300, Track, and Hammer, which at the time we referred to as EBI, they were more in the continuous category, making very good continuous balls. Same with Motiv. They were right in that continuous category. And then the SPI family was very, very good at making angular bowling balls. If you remember back in 2018 when they would release a bowling ball that had 1500 grit polish on it, one of their very pretty shiny bowling balls, we always remember those balls as being able to be very sideways and very angular down lane. But a lot has changed in the last 5 years in 2023 when we're recording this video. Lots of changes have happened in the industry. Some companies don't even exist anymore. So let's take a look at the 2023 Coverstock expertise by ball company. In 2023, this graph looks quite a bit different than it did in 2018. One company isn't even there, and they were more focused on the middle of the graph where the continuous ball motion is. So again, let's work from left to right with the circles. Furthest left is still the Brunswick family. Now, Brunswick, Radical, Deviate, Hammer, Ebonite, Columbia 300, and Track because EBI went out of business in 2019. Now, the main reason that the brands of Brunswick moved pretty far right in our graph here is because of their brand new HK22 Coverstock. We all know that this Coverstock is going to be more angular than their bowling balls have been in the past, and that's where the HK22 falls in on our graph here. Slightly to the right of the continuous, but not super angular. Now, if we keep working from left to right, Storm is the next brand, SPI. Their bowling balls, like I said in 2018, were the most angular on the market. But because of some changes and the hardness changes that had to be made, they're definitely more into the continuous category. In R2S, the Coverstock that is on the IQ Tour, and other bowling balls, makes that one of the most popular Coverstocks to date from that company. And now we move on to Motiv. Motiv has taken the lead in the Coverstock expertise of the angular bowling balls. They have started to move away from the more continuous bowling balls like they were in 2018 and have some of the most back-ending bowling balls on the market today. And their Turmoil MFS Coverstock is one of the most reliable Coverstocks from the Motiv brand, being on both the Venom Shock and the Primal Shock. So when we look at this graph, by no means is it saying that these companies do not make any traction bowling balls or any angular bowling balls. Through the past 5 years, we've started to go more towards the continuous category from these brands. And the bowling balls that are coming out now aren't nearly as angular or as traction as they were 5 years ago. If you think back to 2018, the brands of Brunswick at the time, Brunswick, Radical, and Deviate, would make really, really good bowling balls that were traction, which means they hook extremely early. And on the flip side of that coin, the brands of Storm would make bowling balls that back-ended extremely well and looked really good doing it. But as we sit in 2023, these companies are more focused on continuous bowling balls and making really good ones at that. We have watched thousands of bowling balls go down the lane from each of these companies, and we're happy to be able to be confident in publishing this data. If you have more questions and need more information, check us out at ctdbowling.com. Dustin Zahner with Creating the Difference. Have a great day.